I am literally so gassed to film this. It's Derin here, welcome back to my channel, or if you're a new viewer, welcome to my channel. It has been a hot sec since I have sat down here in my room filming with my studio lights at home. So in case you guys couldn't tell, I have officially moved out of my university halls. I'm at home for a bit and then I'll be moving into my new place on Saturday, which I'm super excited about. You guys can expect a university shopping vlog and haul, and then of course my super requested moving vlog. So if you're a new viewer and would like to see that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and if you're already a subscriber and your post notifications aren't on, make sure to click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're the first to see those videos. But yeah, today's video is going to be a Freshers Week survival guide video. When I refer to Freshers Week, I'm not talking about like the cute Freshers Week where you sign up to societies and like meet your community reps. I'm going to be talking about the Freshers Week of partying, where you're out all the time and you're vomiting in the toilets. That's the Freshers Week I'm going to be talking to you guys about. I asked you guys over on my Instagram to send me in your top questions about freshers, things that you're concerned about, advice that you guys want, and I'm not going to lie, I received some pretty good questions. Yeah, I'm really excited to go through all of them, give you some advice, help assist out. I'm going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of Freshers Week, money, food, pre-drinks, literally the whole lot. So let's just go ahead and just jump straight into this video. So the first question is, what are the do's and don'ts of Freshers Week? So when it comes to Freshers Week, there are many do's and don'ts. I'm gonna start off with the don'ts. If I were to put it in order, my first thing that I definitely do not recommend when it comes to freshers is don't be the one to order an Uber until a discussion about payment is made before you get into that Uber. Now, let me elaborate. When it comes to Freshers Week and you go on a night out, when you come back, it's very tempting to get an Uber. I'm not gonna lie, you'll probably get an Uber home. Now, if you're the one to order an Uber that night, just know that unless you discuss payment before everyone gets into that Uber or whilst you're in the Uber, you are probably not gonna get your money back. That is straight up fact. Throughout Freshers Week, I got in so many Ubers. Luckily, I am a respectful queen, so I obviously paid back everyone who ordered an Uber from their account. But I know that even up until today, 1 year later from freshers, there are so many people that never paid back people who ordered an Uber. Most people like to finesse during Freshers Week, but also you genuinely do forget sometimes, especially if it's a night out. You're probably drunk in the back of an Uber, so you're not going to remember to pay someone. So if you want to be the one to order an Uber and you actually want to get your money back, always be like, okay, can I get everyone's phone number so we can do fair split? Or be like, okay guys, if I order the Uber, this is £3 each for everyone. Do you guys have cash on you? Do you guys want my PayPal? Things like that. Just initiate a discussion about payment, because if you don't do that, chasing up people in the future is often very awkward, or you just tend not to do it, but you should still in theory have people pay you back. So yeah, that is definitely a top tip when it comes to Freshers Week. My second don't to answer this question would definitely be, don't go out without eating. I know that as a student there's a really strong argument for not eating before a night out because it basically makes you more of a lightweight, so you spend less money on drinks. But as appealing as this may sound, I know that every single time I've done it and every single time one of my friends have done it, we all end up being sick. Like, I'm not even joking or exaggerating. When you don't line your stomach before drinking, especially if you're drinking like vodka, gin, rum, any sorts of liquors, you are going to vomit tonight. So unless you want that to happen, definitely don't drink on an empty stomach and always have something before you go out. In terms of my do's for Freshers Week, one thing that I strongly recommend is only buying freshers tickets once you know at least one person who is going. So if you see a really cool event on Facebook and you and your friends have discussed it, only purchase a ticket for that event once you know that your friends are 100% on it. I always recommend booking it whilst you're literally with your friend, like physically next to each other, because you know that you've both 100% booked it and that you're gonna go. The worst thing to happen during Freshers Week is seeing loads of events on Facebook, buying all of the tickets and then finding out that no one is actually going. So to make sure that you're not the only person going to an event, or you don't end up wasting a ticket that you paid money for, always book a ticket with your friends so that you know that even if the rest of the group doesn't go, you two can have fun at the event together. My next question is about Freshers Flu. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I actually managed not to get Freshers Flu, and I'll tell you why. As you guys will know if you watch my university checklist video, I already have my MMR vaccination sorted, and then I also got my meningitis vaccination like a couple of days before starting. So like those things were covered. But in terms of like what I was doing daily, every single day of freshers I took my multivitamins and I also took vitamin C. Vitamin C is so important for your immune system. If you don't take it regularly, you can literally get it from like Tesco, Sainsbury's, wherever, and you can just take some vitamin C to build up that immune system of yours. That's what I personally did, and I managed to finesse my way through Freshers Week. I also drank loads loads of water, loads of tea, and just made sure that I didn't go too crazy with it. Obviously, it's nice to go out all the time, but you do need to take some rest days, especially when your body can feel it, because if you just keep pushing through the tiredness and the sickness and the nausea, you will actually just make yourself sick. So just establish a nice balance of taking care of yourself but also having fun. Also, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot this. Don't share drinks. My goodness, this is the germaphobe in me speaking, but this is also really great for like freshers flu. Sharing drinks with people is one of the most common ways to get sick during freshers. If you share a drink with someone, you don't know what they have, like they could easily make you sick. I never shared a drink with anyone. I personally think that's gross. I'm just a germaphobe and really dramatic, I know, but I'm sure that's also a contributing factor to why I didn't get freshers flu, because I know that all of my friends that shared drinks all got sick at the same time, so you never know, that could have been a reason. The next question is about money and budgeting, and I received so many questions from you guys asking me how to balance your money and not overspending during Freshers Week whilst also having a good time. Now, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. During Freshers Week, you do spend a lot of money. So I feel like I should just put it out there that it is likely you're going to spend a lot more money during Freshers Week than you will when it comes to actual university. So don't be shook if you look at your statement and you're like, oh my god, if I spend this much money each week, I'm not gonna survive, because you won't be spending that much money each week. It's literally just because it's freshers. But in terms of little life hacks on how you can save money during Freshers Week, I think one of the biggest things most students spend money on, myself included, is food. I lived in a halls of residence where there was a Domino's literally downstairs, so I was just spending £10 like that on a pizza to have as dinner. I don't recommend that for two reasons. Obviously, one, health lols, and two, spending £10 like that definitely does add up in terms of spending money. So a key tip that I recommend is actually cooking with people. A fun thing which you can do is actually decide to cook together. So you can literally go to your local supermarket, buy ingredients which may cost like £10 for example, and then divide it by the amount of people that you're with. So if it's 4, wow, I actually can't do maths. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, if it's 5, then you'll literally pay £2 each. The £2 which you've contributed to your group dinner can literally like make you a whole spaghetti bolognese with garlic bread that will keep you full up for the whole night, rather than spending £10 on pizza or Uber Eats or delivery. So that's a fun little thing that you can do. Another key tip when it comes to saving money during freshers is if you and your friends know that you want to go to a specific event, as soon as you find the event, buy this ticket then and there. Most freshers events have early bird tickets which are very, very cheap. So if you guys see the event when it's first launched, literally don't hesitate when it comes to buying the tickets, because you'll probably spend like £2. And even if it comes to the date and something happens where you can't go, you would have only lost £2, as opposed to if you see the event and you're like, oh my god, I really want to go, but I'm not going to bother buying the tickets now. By the time you actually buy the tickets, ticket price would have likely gone up, because clubs usually have like early bird, first release, second release, third release. So if you happen to be on third release, you might end up having to pay £10 rather than if you just got the early bird ticket, which was £2. So you guys see how you can be saving money like that. And then my final tip for this is pre-drinking. I think I have a whole question about this after, so I'll go into it in more detail then, but pre-drinking is such a great way to save money because drinks in clubs are always overpriced, and when you buy drinks for prees, you can get it in the supermarket and they're usually very, very cheap. So if you can get to a good level of tipsiness, I'm using the word tipsy because I reckon if I say drunk, YouTube will literally demonetize me. If you can get to a good enough level, by the time you get into the club, you'll only need to buy 1 or 2 drinks, which is a great way to save money. The next question is, if you don't have friends going to the uni, should you still try and attend some freshers events? 100% yes. If you don't have friends going to the same uni as you, that's even more reason to attend the freshers events. Freshers is such a great way to make friends, have a good time, make memories. I literally knew no one going to UAL, so going to freshers is how I made my friends. So if you're in that same position, I honestly couldn't recommend it enough. The next question is, what to do if you don't enjoy clubbing? This question was probably my most asked for this Q&A, and a lot of people have asked me it for different reasons, whether or not it be religious reasons, personal preference, not drinking alcohol. Now, I think there's a really big misconception when it comes to Freshers Week, and almost a kind of expectation that everyone is out drinking and there's like peer pressure when it comes to drinking, etc. But honestly guys, if you don't want to drink when it comes to Freshers Week, or if you don't even want to go out to the clubs that everyone's going out to, you do not have to. You do not have to feel pressured into anything. I can't stress this enough. If you don't drink, for example, but you still want to get involved in what everyone's doing, then you can go on a night out and you don't have to buy alcohol. You can literally go to the bar and get cranberry juice. Loads of my friends don't drink, and they still had so much fun in Freshers Week because it's not all about the partying and the drinking, it's also about the memories and the music and the night out itself. So just know that if you don't want to drink but you still want to go out, it's literally completely fine. Just tell your friends that and they shouldn't judge you. Like at uni, I found that no one really judges you. We're all adults, everyone makes their own decisions, so just do your thing. Don't feel like you're weird or like you're not cool for not doing that. Like you literally can do what you want. So I definitely just want to reassure anyone who's in that position. And then a few people said that they don't actually like clubbing itself and they don't want to go clubbing. Again, 100% fine. So what my advice to you guys would then be is to participate in like the day and evening events that are going on. My halls of residence, for example, always had like pizza nights, movie nights and things like that. And as far as I'm aware, pretty much every university have events similar to that. So my recommendation would be to definitely get involved in those events and make sure that you're up to date with everything on Facebook and all of the flyers going around in your halls and meet people through that. It still means that you're socializing and getting to meet new people, but you're just doing it in an environment that you enjoy more and doesn't involve clubbing. So that's definitely fun. It's really nice to actually do both during Freshers Week. I met loads of people in the common room and when it was movie night, and I also met loads of people during pre-drinks when we were getting ready and stuff. So there's definitely all kinds of events catered for everyone throughout Freshers Week. So just make sure that you're finding the right one for you and you'll literally have an amazing week, so don't worry about it. The next question is how to keep up with all of the drinking. I've just moved into my accommodation and can't keep up. What a mood. I honestly still don't really have an answer to this. I would just say when you're drinking, always drink responsibly. Make sure that you're keeping hydrated with lots of water. Also, if you don't already have lemon and ginger tea, stock up on that. Ginger is really good in helping with the nausea. Make sure you get enough sleep. Sleep is so important. As fun as it is to go to after parties, after clubbing, whenever you personally feel tired and that you're ready to go to bed, just kind of excuse yourself from the group and say that you're going to bed. Don't feel like you have to stay or that you have to wait for someone else to say they're going to bed. Take care of your body when it's showing you the signs to just take some rest. Everyone that knows me personally knows that I'm always the first to order an Uber home, or I'm the first to say I'm going to bed, because I value my health. Health is wealth, guys. And then the final question I'm going to answer is about pre-drink. A lot of people are asking me, should you pre-drink before going out? And my answer is a big fat yes. Pre-drinking is student culture. Pre-drinking is a money saver. Pre-drinking is one of the best parts about going out. If you guys are unaware of what pre-drinking is, even though I'm sure you guys are aware, it's basically having a gathering before you guys actually go out, where you start drinking your alcohol, you play some music, and you basically have like a little party before you actually go clubbing. I think pre-drink's one of the highlights of the night. My friend always brings the speaker. Shout out Violet if you're watching. You have your drinks and you just have like a chit chat and a little party before you go out. I strongly recommend pre's throughout Freshers Week. If you're living in halls, I definitely recommend taking turns in terms of who's hosting the pre-drinks. So maybe one night host it in your flat and then the next in your friend's flat. I personally have a rule where I'll never drink liquors during pre-drinks, because the last thing that you want to do is peak before you actually get into the club. And I know a lot of people that did that during Freshers, which was really unfortunate, because if you're too drunk you don't get let into a club, and obviously if you're like vomiting or like stumbling across as well, like security will see you and they won't let you in. So my recommendation when it comes to pre's, obviously this is completely personal, is to always stick to like wine or like beer, basically nothing that's over like 10%, because I feel like it gets you to a good level of wave. You're not like slurring your words and like stumbling across the place. You're basically just like ready to go, ready to get in the club, and then start drinking your liquors. So yeah, that's always worked for me and I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a lightweight. You don't want to be drinking rum and coke as your pre-drink at 8 PM when you're going to be getting to the club at 11 PM, because who knows what could happen within those few hours. So yeah, that's definitely my top tip when it comes to pre-drink. But yeah, that is basically the end of today's Freshers Q&A / survival guide / advice video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments down below, and also if you are a new viewer, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Leave me a comment about what your go-to drink is. As I mentioned before, I'm a gin girl. I love myself a gin and tonic, but let me know what you like in the comments down below. As I mentioned at the start of this video, if you're not following my Instagram, make sure you're following me at Derin Adetosoye. But that is all for today's video. I can't wait for you guys to see my university shopping vlog and haul on Sunday, and then my moving vlog on Wednesday. So if you're as excited as I am, make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss it. But yeah, that is basically all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye!